I just want to date a hot girl.
I just want to date a girl who's hot.
I just want to find a girl who's hot. I just want to date a girl who's hot and not crazy. I would settle for a girl who's just hot. I just want to date a girl who's alive. And then if she is super hot. I've lived a long life and I've learned superficial things don't matter. I'm ready to find true love with a hot girl. Now that I'm a ghost, I just want to date a ghoul who's hot.
Approach women in public because I refuse to be your ego booster. I refuse to stroke your pride. I refuse to be the next talking point in your group chat. Why would I approach a generation of women that have been taught and programmed to directly reject men? Why would we approach a generation of women who are not only consciously choosing to reject good men, but in the same breath will consciously, upon rejecting that good man, go to the man that is obviously no good for nobody, not even himself.
Oh me, oh my. I know many women wanna be in my life. Like, oh me, oh my. Why can't every woman end up being my wife? Even if she go away, even if she go away. Even if she go away, even if she go away. I'm a classic man. You can be mean when you look this clean. I'm a classic man. Calling on me like a young.
These modern women think that a man is supposed to want what she wants. I say the plan, I announce it, you're supposed to want it too, right? If your vision is different from mine, then you must not really even like me. You gotta be exactly like me.
Ma'am, excuse me. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, chat. That is how your girlfriend needs to act, bro. Like,
That is the only suitable response if you are a girlfriend to a man and another man is approaching you. No, sorry, I've got a boyfriend. No acknowledgement, no smart, witty response, no smile, don't even look at him. Keep walking. That is how you respect your man.
I'm gonna say something that needs to be said. Who the hell do you think you are? Did you really think that you was gonna get with a man that did the work to be a great husband someday, a great father one day? I mean, worked on his responsibility and legacy on what's to come for him to get with a woman to get nothing back in return? Baby, a guest don't make you a resident. You got to do the work on what it is to be a good woman, a good wife, a good mother. If you ain't did the work, baby, you can get dismissed at any given moment. Just because you're beautiful with your hand out don't mean that you're entitled to anything. You got to earn a good man to have a good man.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Like, I just think that most men, the majority of men, are just boring. And they don't have any emotional depth. Like, nothing is going on, like, below that surface. They are so mundanely average and just boring. Yeah, just so boring. Like, speaking to most of them is just like speaking to a brick wall. You know, there's no emotional depth going on there. And I think that's why women struggle in so many relationships with men, because women have so much depth and so much to feel and think and give. And I think that's why most women do struggle in relationships with men, full stop, because they find it hard to connect with most men, because most men just don't have any depth at all, you know? And that's why most women will get more out of female friendships, relationships with other women, than they ever will do in friendships with men and romantic partnerships with men.
And you sit up here and listen to these modern women talk about how they can't find a good man. Up to a singles event, can't seem to find a man. It's just a figment of my imagination. It's like Sasquatch. It's like Bigfoot. He doesn't exist. There are sightings, but the Loch Ness Monster. That's exactly what he is. I cannot find him. But then y'all go out here and disrespect the man, talk trash about the man, and then y'all get confused. Well, he not showing up to singles event. He's not showing up to singles event. I can't really find a man to talk to me in the gym. Man, I go to the church, man. I go to the grocery store. I'm up here at the gas station at 6 a.m. creeping on men. I'm at Home Depot peeking around the corner, creeping on men. Can't find anybody. It's not a mystery. It's just that you run your mouth too much. Now, men don't want to be bossed.
Odds are, if you are an older woman and you're single and you're in the dating marketplace and you're having to compete with young women, that becomes a really uncomfortable reality for you, right? It just is, because you're thinking about what you were like at 22. And you're thinking about, oh my God, are my golden years gone? Oh my God, all this stuff. So women get this like weird discomfort when they're single, unmarried, older, and having to compete in a dating marketplace with young women. And it's justified. It makes total sense why. And then they start saying all this crazy stuff, you know, like, oh no, women look better when they're older. And, you know, no, they're more attractive at 45 than they are. And it's just not true.
Educated women always belittle men, especially if they feel like their education level is higher than they man.
That's true.
They talking them like they dummies.
That's
You get what I'm saying? They
sometimes they're dumb. Yeah, sometimes they are. Sometimes learn. Like, you should have went to school. Like that was not my fault. That's your mother's. Like,
And educated women have a very much I don't need you attitude.
Because we really don't. Yeah.
And you know what a I don't need you attitude does to a relationship? Kills it.
I just hate that need. Like, we really don't need you.
No, we need each other. We gotta stop saying we don't.
That's toxic.
And that's toxic.
No,
we need each other.
That's like trauma bonding. Like, oh, I need you.
We want and need each other.
Modern women have this thing to where they're expecting you to do it like they want you to do it, exactly how they want you to do it. It's almost like a performance review. You know what I mean? A performance review. So, and I understand, you know, you have to talk to people and communicate with them. I get it. I understand it. I'm all for it. But modern women, the way they be treating you, it's almost like they think that they're your supervisor. Like they own you. Like you're the employee, they're the boss. That's the way they treat you. Like you don't know anything, you don't know what you're doing. Anything that might be coming out of your mouth hasn't been well thought out, hasn't been planned out. You're an idiot, you're a psychopath, you're aloof, you're obtuse, all of that.
When men are like, single women today only want men for their bank accounts and their good looks. I'm like, what bank accounts? What good looks? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, what is this mirage that you're feeding to me? Like, find me a man who's like nice and funny and smart and hot and rich. Like, find me that man. I mean, they do exist. They're men. What you're explaining to me is man. Maybe he is a straight man and exists somewhere and he's probably married to some beautiful girl, and I love that for both of them, but that's not you. Usually the person that's saying that is neither hot nor rich. It just kills me. I love it. Single women only want hot rich men. I'm like, where are they? You're ugly. What are you talking about? It's crazy.
So can he charge you a cancellation fee every time a woman cancels because he put all that effort into planning everything and that took time out of his day? What about the time it took him getting ready and the products he pays for? This is just absolutely ridiculous. Most men, they don't care if you wear all that stuff. The scented liquid, the powders and stuff, he doesn't care. He doesn't care if you get your nails or eyelashes done or your hair done, whatever. So why should he have to pay for it?
I think it's funny because modern women, they want a man to lead, but then they don't want him to lead. Like they want him to provide, but don't be the sole provider. You know what I mean? Like it gets real confusing because you're never really ever sure exactly what they want. And so if men have to like continue to like try to guess what you want, how is that appealing? You could be out here giving somebody your money and they'd be like, so what is it that you actually want? I would love to do business with you, but what is it that you're actually looking for? And I think that's what most men struggle with. They don't actually know what a woman wants. These modern women. It used to be that you can get a read on what they're looking for, but nowadays it's a little bit more difficult.
How do you know if a relationship is worth saving?
Shall I stay or shall I go? Is one of the fundamental questions. And here's the thing. Even if you decide to stay, or even if they decide to go, you may do so while at the same time having a part of you that actually holds the other side. If you think that the decision is 100% perfect, no doubt, no hesitation, then it's a setup. If you leave, you need to be able to leave while experiencing the loss of some things that may have been good, even if it's just a dream of what was. If you stay, you have to be able to grieve the part of you that will never know what it would have been like if you actually left.
Nothing to say, and I get lost in the nothingness inside me. I was confused, and I let it all out. Find that I'm not the only person with these things in mind. Inside of me, but all the vacancy, the words revealed, is the only real thing that I've got left to feel. Nothing to lose. Just stuck, hollow and alone, and the fault is my own, and the fault is my own. I wanna heal, I wanna feel.
This is honestly something that if more and more women could understand, there would be so much more support for men out there, specifically husbands, because these men, they want to feel driven. They want to feel like they are supporting something bigger than themselves. They want and need your love and appreciation. That is it. That is what pulls them out of feeling discouraged or stressed or feeling less worthy. Honestly, I think that this is the most important message that I ever talk about. It's that this is a very effective way for women to support men. I'm telling you, ladies, this will make the biggest difference in that man's life.
And a lot of times, what you might find with modern women is sometimes they know they're doing it and they do it intentionally, but then other times they'll do it subconsciously, where you have a man that's continuing to audition. You're still comparing him to an ex-boyfriend, Chad or Tyrone, or some sort of guy, something like that you met somewhere, that you were in a situationship with. You were, well, he's not like this guy, or he can't do it like this guy, and my ex set the standard, and all that other nonsense. And eventually men hear that and they leave. So a good man that you had on the hook eventually leaves because you're talking nonsense. Oh, he's not really, he ain't a real man. He didn't step up to the plate. I ain't trying to step up to no plate. I ain't trying to do none of that, because this is not a one-sided audition to where you make all of the rules. We're both trying to put our best foot forward for each other. But it seems like in some form or fashion, only one of us.
There is nothing about a man's height that is going to make him a better husband, father, love you better, show up for you, support you, pour into your cup.
What about size, Allison? What about size?
Right, so that height, I get it. It's primal. It's like, if he's tall, if he's fit, if he's big, I feel protected. But do you know how many useless is tall and big, and they will not protect you? They're not going to protect your heart, your spirit, your mind, your family, your womb. We need to be more mindful of making better choices about human beings and how they show up for you in your life, and not how they show up on a runway or walking down the street.
Gray sweatpant and flannel season has arrived. My husband walked through the house yesterday, and I actually had to cover my mouth before I said something I cannot say in front of our children. Sir, please, I am a mother. Anyway, anyone else just love when their husband is being a man? He'll go out to his truck, stand beside it, staring off into the distance, like the land is telling him secrets. No one knows what he's thinking about. Probably dinner. But I'm over here losing oxygen. Then there's backing up the trailer. If you know, you know. He does it in one smooth motion. No stopping, no starting over. He just summons the geometry of the universe with his wrist. Meanwhile, I have to mute music and pray to just back out the driveway. And don't even get me started on this man in equipment. Tractor season comes and suddenly I am the weak lead in a Southern romance film. He climbs up there, one hand on the wheel, the other on his thigh. Like God himself said, let's make this difficult for her. And I'm just standing there watching him, trying to remember how to blink. Then he hops down, wipes his hands on his jeans, gives me that little chin lift like, yeah, that's done. Okay, well, now I have to go fold laundry before I start our family expansion pack.
I think we have to start realizing that, when we talk about dating events and singles mixers and stuff like that, and men ain't showing up, maybe that's a sign. If you promote, and all of the women show up, but all of the men decide not to, for whatever reason, why is nobody stepping back to ask, now why aren't the men coming? Why aren't the men here? Man, we tried to do pickleball, they didn't come. We tried to do basketball, they didn't come. They'll come for football though. It looks like they didn't come for football. Maybe we need to start reaching out and asking, why aren't you guys coming? I mean, we had a night where we watched the football game and we had wings. We did the fight night. We did baseball. I mean, why are you guys not coming out? We're trying to do things that cater to you. And they'll tell you. And whenever they tell you, listen. Matter of fact, you don't even have to ask. You can just go in a comment section and see what men are upset about and what they're worried about, what they're concerned about. But do you think that people listen to men and what they be talking about? No, because they don't care.
No, I'm actually a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I teach second grade.
What subject?
They're second graders. So all of them? Yeah.
I forgot. It's been a little minute since I was in school. Yeah.
Can I do something really quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Fix my hat. I know that's what you said.
It's bothering me. Or no. Let's take it off. So, are you free after that?
If it's for you, definitely.
Oh, okay. What would our first date be?
What type of stuff do you like to do?
I'm really active. I like to go on walks. I work out often. So anything like that or dinner.
Okay, yeah. I'm active too. So we can go like a hike, then maybe go get some good like protein food after.
Okay.
Yeah, get us right.
Sorry.
And I think it really has come to a point to where, you are really, women are starting to really see men missing in action. Where are the men at? Used to be in coffee shops, or they used to be over here. They used to be everywhere. Men used to be everywhere. It's just not the case anymore, right? The reason that a lot of these modern women really noticed a man is because a man was in their face, right? And so when something is in your face, then you're more likely to say, oh, well, here's one over here, here's one over there. You know what I mean? Like, say for instance, one thing that my wife says is like, man, I never noticed, the type of car that you drive until I got with you. And you'd be like, they're all over the place. I've noticed them. That's why I got one, because I noticed it all the time. But that's how people, if I see something, then I'm focused in on it. I'm locked into it. When men used to talk to modern women, then they were like, oh, the men are everywhere. Man's over here, man's over there. I can get a man. There's a man. You'll never have to worry about a man. But now that men are kind of pulling back, they're like, where are the men at? Well, the men are still right where they've always been. They're right in front of your face. It's just you don't notice them because they don't talk to you.
Is your happiness, is your mood, is your feelings above the marriage? Above my relationship with my children? Above peace? Do you not have such a grasp and handle on your emotions that reason and logic are seen as not necessary? Why do we care about these things? Because we imagine that many of the people who end up leaving and ending relationships and breaking up households tends to do it more out of emotion and their own happiness versus reason, logic, oath, and commitment. Do you have the mindset of someone who is more selfless or selfish? Of someone who wants to enter into our relationships with the mindset of someone who's attempting and wanting to be seen as an asset or a liability?
Are you talking
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
That's such a good question.
It's such a good question. I am pro-sex.
Yeah.
Because it's so good for people.
So important.
It's so good for individual health, and it's so good for couple life. And, oh gosh, we dedicate probably an hour of Understanding Women, our online course, not the Audible one, of how to support a woman in having sex. And it depends on her state of mind. You can tell a woman's state of mind by how she moves. If she's going in straight lines and her body's all just moving forward, she's in a committed state of mind. How you ask her for sex is when would be a good time to have sex. 8 o'clock. Be there or be square. And now this gets into men don't want sex scheduled because they worry about performing, and so they ask when they want sex because then they know they can perform. But as a woman, you all are springing sex on us. Quit springing it on me. Because you don't know in your head, you're already getting in the zone of it, and then you say something like, and you think when you go, that's going to transmit into our head the most fun in the world is going to happen with you now if I say yes. No. Yeah, or she's doing dishes. Will do it.
Let me tell you something. You modern women got a man showing up for you for years. Doing your bidding, fighting off these other men that be dogging you out, simping for you, ungrateful, pretty much buy you anything that you want as long as he can afford it, and it ain't gonna put him out. That ain't the man that you want. Show up for you, be on the phone with you, gotta go to work early in the morning, gotta get up and go to the gym, need to be grocery shopping, on the phone with you. Had a business meeting, because some of these men are missing business opportunities. And you might sit up here and say, oh man, he an idiot for that. Maybe so. But he's trying to invest in you. And this is what men are trying not to do. I see I have this opportunity, but I'm trying to give you my time. And when y'all continue to waste a man's time, he says, you know what? I'm not missing no more opportunity. Well, you shouldn't in the first place. Exactly. But I did it because I thought you was going to be a good investment. And now that I know for sure, with 100% certainty, that you as a modern woman are not going to be a good investment, I'm going to be taking the business meeting every single time.
Do you know why you see unattractive women on Hinge? It's very simple, and it's actually the algorithm telling you about yourself. See, Hinge uses a very sophisticated algorithm, unlike any other dating app that I've used, and it's called the Gale-Shapley algorithm. Now, that's a fancy way of saying that the app is essentially going to pair you with people not only that you may like, but also who is most likely to like you back. This is through the signals that you're giving off, including your pictures, the profile, the prompt, everything about your pillars of presentation. They're taking that into account alongside with your swiping habits. Now, if you swipe on very attractive women only, and those women never swipe on you back, guess what? You're going to get presented to a lower tier type of woman who is most likely to like you back. This is why we can have the same Hinge profile and we're not going to see the same types of women unless we're pulling off and giving off the same signals. If you want to see the system that my clients are using to get 2 to 3 dates a week online, and just come with the word Romeo, make this video, and I'll send you some more information.
You know, you have a lot of men out here choosing peace. Really, honestly and truly. It doesn't matter if a man is in a relationship or a man is, currently pursuing a relationship, or a man doesn't have a relationship at all. It doesn't matter, right? Men have come to the point to where, I'm tired I'm frustrated. There's no reason for me to continue feeling like this every day. I should not have to come home from work. And it's gotten to the point to where it's not even me coming home from work. I could be at work. And even it's gone beyond me being at work. Start my day with foolishness. You help me to start my day with foolishness. Men are tired of that. I start my day with foolishness. From the night before, you had something silly going on. I get up in the morning, you still have foolishness going on. I'm at work in the middle of the day, you still got foolishness going on. At the end of the day, I come home when I should be eating dinner, watching the game, still got foolishness going on. At all points and parts during the day, you've got foolishness going on. Why in the world would I want to be around them? Y'all don't care about it because you like keeping up mess. You like drama. You like to be the center of attention. Modern women, I'll take drama. I'll take this attention, this validation, however I can get it. But men are not that way. A lot of men are not that way. They don't like that type of stuff. But you're going to keep on doing that. And you're going to wonder why a man is like, you know what? I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to be a part of this nonsense. I'm just going to stay single. I'm not going to be part of this. I don't have to do this. You're wondering why. You're going to be asking where the men are. Staying far away from foolishness.
Women are the most powerful force in a man's life, for better or for worse. Women are multipliers. Whatever you give her, she expands. Give her safety, she will build you a kingdom. Give her a house, she will turn it into a home. Give her resources, and she will turn that into a feast. Give her your seed, she'll bring you children. Give her honesty, she will give you trust. Give her presence, and she will give you a lifetime of memories. But give her chaos, she'll burn it all down. Give her neglect, she will give you resentment. Give her deception, abuse, or pain, and she will give you a monster. Women are reflections of what they receive. They are a mirror of your leadership. They respond, they multiply, they mirror the energy that you bring. I watched this beautiful video by Adam Alfred where he spoke about this, the divine feminine and the stoic masculine, and it perfectly captures this truth. The masculine leads, the feminine responds. When a man stands firm in his purpose, the feminine naturally feels safe to soften. But when a man leads with weakness, confusion, or fear, the feminine becomes chaotic and lost. So my guys, understand this. She is responding to you. She is your reflection. However you choose to lead her is exactly how she's going to show up for you.
Where are my good men? Where are the good men at? Because we got girls out here that have been putting themselves out there in dating, and they're tainted. These men out here, these ratchet men, have been tainting the love of girls, and we need to see the good men. Where are the good, respectful men out there?
If you've ever wondered why guys move on so quickly after a relationship, then keep watching. If it seemed like he moved on really fast after you guys broke it off, then it's probably because he doesn't have the emotional maturity or introspection to actually deal with his feelings. So instead, he's numbed that by monkey barring to another relationship. It's called a rebound for a reason. Okay, it's a distraction. Follow for more and good luck.
If you don't know what he wants and you've been dating him for a while, you're not going to ask him where you stand. You're going to tell him this. Write this down. I've enjoyed spending time with you, but I don't date just to pass time. I date to meet my person, to create a future together. And then you're going to watch what he does, not what he says, because he can tell you anything he wants. Now, if his actions stay surface level, he avoids depth. He avoids consistency. You have to quietly start pulling back. It doesn't matter that you see the potential in this relationship. The only thing that matters is the pattern of his behavior that he shows you. If there's no real effort on his side, then you know what he wants.
If you are a young woman and you're single and you're wondering, where did all the good guys go? Where are they? What's going on? I'll tell you where they are. They're all flocking to the Orthodox Church. In droves, they're just all going. I can't even tell you the number of single guys that are absolutely wonderful at my church. I'm married. If I wasn't, that's the first place that I would look, is the Orthodox Church. So
I don't know who needed to hear that, but I hope that's helpful. And they're great. They're all wonderful. They're all lovely. And the church is, well, come and see.
Do you ever notice how quickly men switch up when they decide that they don't want you anymore? Like, you are seeing a completely 180 different side of them. And the one thing about men is that they are very selfish and they will always put their feelings first. For example, a woman will stay in a relationship until she's like, you know what, this isn't working. I have tried everything. But a man will wake up on a random Tuesday and in 5 minutes make a decision that he doesn't want to date you anymore. He doesn't want to be with you anymore. All those years, poof, simply because he didn't like the way that he felt in the moment, and they react on how they feel in that moment versus really thinking it through. My point is, men are very selfish creatures and they will switch up on you when they decide that they don't want you anymore.
What's the biggest thing you hate about women?
The biggest thing I hate about women is that, you know, that one Billie Eilish quote, she said,
"You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world."
That's it right there. Okay. You look at that statement, you see how invalid that is. As a young man coming up, you see how they're just trying to put you down, okay? Now, if the roles were reversed, this would be a cancelable offense for us. Okay. You understand that? Okay. So I think that, you know, there's double standards, okay? And we have to look at these. We don't let this slide. Applause, okay? We just have to realize that, like, if you're going to say that about us, and you expect us to not say that about you, let's take a step back. Let's look at the situation, all right? Next question. Right.
Run if someone says one of these 3 things in dating. 1, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I do like spending time with you. The translation for that is, I don't want to have deal with commitment, but I want you on my terms. That's not going to work for us. 2, you're different than anyone I've ever met. I think you might be the one. Ooh, the translation of that is love bomb alert. Love bombing is when somebody is giving you an inorganic amount of love, attention, and affection early on. So if you've known this person for a week, I need you to run from the hills if they're telling you that you're the one, they want to meet your family, or they want to marry you. They don't know that in this time period. And number 3, I've been hurt a lot before in the past, so I really struggle to trust people. The translation of that is, I'm using my past as an excuse to avoid emotional responsibility. Everybody's been hurt, everybody has a past, and everybody has dealt with it. If you can't trust people, go to therapy, figure out your before you start getting into relationships. It is not fair for you to project that onto other people. These are not just run if they're red flags. These are non-negotiables that you should be looking out for in dating.
It's kind of annoying to me that women are the ones who are participating in this wave of celibacy, because I honestly feel like men are the ones who need it. Like, I don't feel like women need it in the way that men do, because I literally feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like every man, the first thing they think of when they see a woman is not like, oh, like, would I date this person or whatever, or be their friend or whatever? It's, would I sleep with them? And like, I feel like that's just their initial feeling towards any woman that they meet. And that's never the first thing I think when I meet a man, ever. So I just feel like you guys need to get your brains checked, you know, figure your out, because I think celibacy might be a great resource for you to have discipline and stop ruining women's lives.
I got a teammate and I wonder if he's still married, but I believe he's still married to this lady. She said you get 1 pass a year.
No, I'm not dealing with that.
No.
What?
And it works. And she know when the pass is coming. He tell her it's out the way. They move on.
I'm not doing that.
Man.
I'm not doing that. No, of course she doesn't get a pass. No.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Do she get a pass? Man, I'm trying to think. Do she get a pass?
No, she doesn't get a pass.
It depends on how much weight my wife even gained if I give her a pass. Because if she gained too much weight, just blow on me. I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead, you get a pass.
That's crazy.
Men don't like you. They like you. Men don't want to be in relationships. They want to. Men don't like being married. They like to. Don't believe me. Believe what men say. I'm a 31-year-old man. If I want.
Listen, I stopped it because she said, don't believe me, believe what men say. Ain't that how we got in this situation in the first place? You believe what men say, but not just any men. Let's take a closer look. Not only is this just some random Man on the internet with no profile picture, the name says loser simp. But that's who we about to take serious, right? That's the problem right there. Y'all take loser simp serious. In the same way y'all date those type of men and use them to generalize everybody else, that's what you're doing right now. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about women like you, not all women. You see, the same way you got on here and said that dumb and I don't believe it, that's the same way men shouldn't be able to tell you anything and you believe it. Pay attention to the actions because they speak louder. Subscribe to my YouTube Planet Reality.
If someone asks me what kind of man I want, I won't say tall. I won't say rich. I won't say perfect. I'll say, I want a man who protects my feelings, not just my body. A man who never makes me question my worth. Who doesn't disappear when things get hard. Who doesn't use silence as a weapon. I want someone who communicates, even when it's uncomfortable. Even when his voice shakes. Someone who chooses me, not just when it's easy, not just when I'm convenient, but every single day. I want a man who stays gentle, even when life isn't. Who doesn't turn cold just because the world did. Someone who sees my tears and doesn't shame them, but holds me like I'm something precious. I don't need expensive dates. I don't need grand gestures. I don't need perfect. I want kind. I want safe. I want someone who feels like home.
What I realize is there's a modern men that want a traditional woman, but they don't want to be a traditional man. So you want a woman to come home from a job, just like you did, clean, cook, do the laundry, take care of the kids, and handle everything in the household. And you guys are both going to work. Do you see how that don't make sense?
No, it does make sense. And yes, I do want you to do that. And then, because guess what? When the tub or the light break down, you not fixing it either.
But that's an everyday job. It's an everyday job.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Are you delusional?
No.
I don't give a. It's an everyday job for a woman to come home, cook, clean, and take care of the kids, and also go to a job like a man.
First of all,
I do it every day.
Your point is invalid, and you sound like the rest of these unwedded women talking about the modern day women right there. I'm gonna go to work like you. Do you want me to cook, clean? First of all, name one woman in real life, now that you about to make up your head, that comes home and cooks every day. No man is even eating every day. Sometimes we're not even hungry.
Comment, share later. Mwah.
So it's been a little over a year since my last breakup, and the last time I've been on a date was last August, like an actual date. And people ask me like, oh, like, why don't you have a man? Like, blah, blah, blah. The reality is, if I'm not satisfied with myself, I cannot be happy in a relationship no matter how great the guy is. Like, you know, my ex, my last, like perfect on paper, but I wasn't satisfied with my career or where I was at within myself. And it was just seeping into a relationship. Like I was unhappy with myself. Therefore, in my brain, I was like, oh, I'm unhappy with this person. But that wasn't the truth, you know? And so it doesn't matter if I meet someone and we click and it's amazing. Like if I don't have a solid foundation within myself, then it's not going to work out for me. Like that's just the type of person I am. Like I have to work on myself first and get where I want to be in life, like within my career and myself, before I can fully commit to someone and have it be a happy and healthy relationship. And that's just the truth.
This message is just for the ladies. If you're a guy, just keep scrolling. Do not get married. Do not. If you want partnership, that's fine. If you want to be in a commitment, that is fine. If you want to have children, that's fantastic. Do not get married. It's a trap. All of it's a trap. It is byproduct of a little boy who never had to work for his mother's affection, and therefore he grows up believing that he is deserving of everything that you try to give him in order to get a little bit of that validation back that he gave you in the beginning of the courting phase or the dating phase. Yeah, it never lasts. Do not get married. If you want a diamond ring, ladies, go and buy one for yourself. Your time here on earth is intended for you to channel and to connect to higher consciousness through your divine feminine presence. If you get married, then you end up having all of that attention diverted into taking care of other people aside from yourself. That's the intention behind it, is to get you to not understand and remember why you came into this earth as a divine, superior, feminine being. Patriarchy is the ladies are waking up.
Wait till I get some money. I can't wait. I'm like, you don't even understand. Like, one of my favorite things to do is freaking go walk in a neighborhood and look at houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't cost anything. Like,
I be on Zillow all the time.
Me too. You feel me? 1.4 million.
5 million, 6 million.
I feel like
you can go to. Funny thing about Zillow, you might see a $4 million house. Like, that's it.
No, I'll be mad at looking at California houses. I
like they're like,
oh my God.
everything's not about Birkin bags or going on free. Like, yes, it's experiences, but nowadays it's just like, I like so many simple things that everybody else is not doing. Go to Five and Below. Give me a little picnic basket. Make us a little. Make us a little.
This is
peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
But that's
Five Below. Take my Target. No. First of all, no.
Because chivalry is because you got motherfuckers out here that can outbid everybody.
And out-trick everybody.
Out-trick everybody. And it won't change their day.
For sure.
And then the little man, he out there like, come on, man. Man, like, you know what I'm saying?
I told her, let that big talk. She said, and this is why I advocate for men to focus on their purpose, and trust me, everything else will follow. I promise.
It is far better for a woman to be obsessed with a man than a man to be obsessed with a woman. If a man's obsessed with a woman, he takes his eye off the prize. He's nowhere close to being as productive, competitive, or successful. He gets in his emotions, gets in his feelings, he starts to make mistakes. That has a deleterious effect on his outcomes.
Yes.
However, when a woman's obsessed with a man, that man tends to have better outcomes. When a woman is obsessed with her man to the point to where she's willing to be inspirational to him, he has better outcomes. And who benefits from those outcomes? She does. Well, wait a minute. Somebody needs to love somebody more. And gentlemen, she needs to love you more than you love her. That's a hard pill to swallow, ladies. But to the guys I'm talking about, gentlemen, never get involved with a woman who you need to love her more than she loves you. And I know a lot of women have been told, I've been told that he needs to love you more than you love him. Right. And that's why we have such a high divorce rate, and women can end up walking away from marriages or relationships like this.
Listen.
Because they don't care. And that's on you guys. Is she writing love letters to you? If you're going to be out here dealing with them, you better do what it takes to stay top of mind with her. All women are this way.
All the time in my chair. Smart, beautiful, funny women talking about how impossible it is to find a good man. But honestly, after hearing the checklist they're working with, I'm not surprised. Modern dating isn't dating anymore. It sounds like Build-A-Bear for grown-ups. And men don't stand a chance. He has to be tall, but not too tall, because they don't want to feel like a toddler. He has to be confident but humble, ambitious but always available, funny but not goofy, and emotional but never fragile. Basically,
it ain't no wonder why guys don't want to get married.
And I've had guy friends tell me this. Women will text them before the date and be like, this is my Zelle, or you can Apple Pay me like for the Uber to get to the restaurant, or for the childcare for the night. And guys are like, is this a thing now? Like, I'm expected to pay for the transportation or the babysitter.
But my husband made a good point. If he has kids, he has to pay for his own babysitter, you know, and now he's expected to pay for not only his babysitter, her babysitter as well, and her Uber and the date. That's expensive.
These women are just making this man up in their head of what they believe that they deserve, which they might. Who am I?
That's a good term. What they deserve. That is.
What am I? Who am I to say that they don't? But we have just allowed ourselves to make this kind of dream person up in our heads of like who he has to be and how much he has to make and how tall he has to be, and he has to be fertile too, obviously, like have the best children and have, you know, a great family and all of these things that make up a person that actually, yeah, they might matter, but you cannot have a 10 out of 10 checklist.
I've been the one that's always in my situations like hurt the girl, you know what I mean? I don't say that like I feel bad about it. I be feeling bad because it's like I really might like a girl. I really might rock with a girl. And it's just like, I guess I'm just not in the point to fully lock in with one girl. That's why I think I said on some podcast, I'm finna like try this little celibacy thing, dog. I'm finna like.
You celibate right now?
Yeah, like I'm really.
How long has it been?
It's been a little minute.
How long?
It's been a little minute.
A week?
You could take that as you want. It's been a little minute.
2 days. All right, it's Fashion Week in New York right now.
I'm gonna say, I ain't done nothing.
Oh, for real?
Mm-mm. But like the reason for that, I'm gonna tell you the reason for it. I seen my mom and my dad married for 32 years. We're from Missouri, so it's a small, it's a small state, a small area, and like that still exists. So a lot of people that ask these questions, do men always cheat? Do women always cheat? It's people that are living in these big cities that all they see is people cheating on each other. Yeah. But like where I'm from, like a marriage and like a healthy household still existed. So my mom and my dad have been rocking for 32 years, had 7 kids. So for me, that was always the goal, is to like find a good woman, settle down, have some kids, chill out, post-career, and do my thing. So to me, that's the goal. But I feel like because I've been exposed to so much and been around so much and been, like seen so many beautiful women, been around so many beautiful women, like I feel like my vision is like blurry. Like I can't even tell if this girl is like a wifey type or if she's like, and then even if I do take her serious, I'm comparing her to these other girls because like so I feel like I gotta like detox. Like I feel like I gotta detox, and then if I take some time away and I come back, I'll be able to like see a little bit. I'll be able to see a little bit clearly what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Because at this point, I don't even know what I want to watch.
And a lot of these modern women, after they get tired of being strong and independent, they want to get mad at a man because he don't step in and he don't drag her by her neck to do the things that she once didn't want to do. I'm sorry. You told me that you didn't want that to happen. Well, stay out of my way. I ain't never gonna let a man tell me what to do, da 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 da. But now that you're tired of carrying a load, you just want that man. See, what they think men are doing is they think that think about it like the NFL, right? Where very few people get a chance. And so if one go, like you just got one waiting for that man to go down. I'm just waiting for my chance. That man don't even got to go down. Just switch me in. Just give me a chance. You go out there, you get burnt. Coach sit you down. Okay, coach, I'm ready to go. I'm really ready. Not even the next game. You ready to go in the next drive. After you got burnt, coach, that was my first time in. Put me back out there again. They think that men are that desperate to date them. That's why they think, oh man, I can always get a man like that. No. How many times, let me say this, how many times do you see an all-star? Because that's what y'all are looking for. How many times do y'all see an all-star begging to get back out there? Nope. He's not going to do it. He will go to another team. Because I have that cachet. I can do that. Oh, you don't want to play me? Oh, you want to sit me down? You don't have but a hand. And you might call it a diva. And I can't argue with you. But you ain't got but a handful of times to do that. In the middle of the season, I'm requesting a trade. Kevin Durant. Requested a trade. Hey, all-star athlete requested a trade, and it's gonna be granted. It's gonna be granted. So y'all thinking that y'all gonna have this bench of all-stars that when one go down, the next one up.